Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Pisces? The moon, Pisces, that is your energy, in reverse at the foundation. Pisces, I'm picking up an energy here that is trying to make you feel insecure about your moves. It's an energy that's trying to create illusions in your life, so you don't move forward in a particular direction. It's coming up at the foundation of the reading, the stability of the reading. So this could very well be connected to a move. It could be connected to a new opportunity that has come into your life. It could be connected to something that's career related. It can also be connected to you moving away from somebody or something. And this energy is trying to create some sort of fear inside of you. But whatever's going on here, Pisces, this is something that you're being intuitively guided to do. There's an energy of deception that I'm picking up here. But I feel that you've had a lot of clarity around where this energy has been originating in your life. And I feel that it's in the form of a person. You may have even been getting messages in your dreams that have been embedding these messages on a subconscious level about this particular situation. So what I find is I'll wake up from a really strange dream and I'm trying to remember what took place and I can't really make any sense out of it. And then you'll start to Google the meanings of some of these things, and the meanings of what you see in your dreams is completely the polar opposite of what you would think. But whatever the case here, Pisces, I feel that when you wake up from these dreams and you try to remember, that's enough. That's all you really need to do. Because what that does is it has some sort of way of solidifying that message in a subconscious layer in your mind. And then as you're going about your everyday waking life, all of a sudden you'll just start to have these downloads and epiphanies. You're not really meant to understand all the details surrounding how these messages and this guidance gets to you. All that you're meant to understand is that you need to move in a specific direction when you're intuitively guided to. It's all about your intuition right now, Pisces. What do we have at the sacral? It's always about your intuition. Wow. Unbelievable. 7 of Cups, Scorpio energy at the sacral. And there's this illusion. Something that's trying to get you to second guess yourself. No, Pisces, don't go that way. What about this? What about that? There's this energy of obstacles. Whenever I see this card, especially in an energy like this, it's like whack-a-mole, right? The little gophers that pop up in the game and you have to hit them back down. Those are all these different obstacles that keep popping up on your path to stop you from moving in a specific direction. But as you can see, there's clear blue skies behind this smoke and mirrors, behind this illusion. Pisces, there's no one that can tell you better than your own intuitive guidance. It's very important that you understand this. That intuitive guidance comes straight from source. There's nothing in between. The in-between are all these distractions, people trying to interject their opinions into your life in areas that they have zero experience in. Be very careful, Pisces, who you're taking advice from at this current time in your life. In fact, I would go as far as saying, how about you just take advice from source, your own intuition? Because if you're taking advice from any other source, it's secondary in nature, in the eyes of the universe, from your own higher guidance. There's an energy here that wants to instill fear in you, wants you to feel very isolated. This energy is also trying to zap you of your passion and creativity. It's an energy that wants you to remain in this very pessimistic sort of space. Too many cards. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Two of Wands. Wow. Aries energy at the solar plexus. Pisces, I'm getting an excited energy here. Like you see your way forward despite all these obstacles and this smoke and mirrors that people are trying to use to block you on your path. There's an excited energy. It's like an energy that's like, you know what? I'm good. I know which direction I need to move. And then these outside energies are like, no, wait, but Pisces, what about this? And what about that? It's like an energy where they're really trying to hoodwink and bamboozle you. But there is an energy here where you're standing directly in your power. When I get Two of Wands at the solar plexus, this is a very powerful indication that you know exactly the way you need to move. Two of Wands is all about progressing forward, making plans for the future. It's an energy of discovery. It's also an energy of strength. And our solar plexus is all related to our confidence, our personal power. So it's like we're doubling up this solar plexus energy with this Two of Wands here. There's this taking over the world kind of energy that I'm picking up from you. And this is taking over your world, right? Your reality, your own universe. You see the way forward. You see what you need to do, or enough of it to get going. You don't have to have everything figured out, Pisces. Just enough to start making moves. And this is what I'm seeing here. What do we have at the heart, please? Ooh, Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy in reverse at the heart. Yeah, there's this very heavy energy, Pisces, that's trying to create this resistance. It's an energy that wants you to think that you're being foolish in the moves you're making. It's an energy that wants you to feel like you're taking a risk. You're leaving an energy of apathy behind. It's this sort of bored energy, which I feel is representing this previous cycle with this person, place, or thing. There was just no movement anywhere in your life. It started to affect every sector. It's like an energy of like, is this it? Is this all there is for me? Right? It's like they wanted you to exist inside that energy. It's an energy of being naive and thinking that there's nothing better for you out there. And even though this Magician is in reverse at the heart, this is actually what you're leaving behind. So you're leaving any sort of connections to these individuals that were making you see yourself in a different light and making you feel inferior to them. It really is an energy of overcoming this blocked heart chakra energy and realizing your own potential and power here, Pisces, that you can actually turn these visions into reality. So you're realizing you were living a lie, Pisces, that you weren't actually at the helm of your life. There was somebody else dictating everything, dictating how your world, how your universe was to look. It's very dangerous to give anybody this amount of power over you. Sadly, we will relinquish this sort of power to people that we feel we can trust. Family members are the biggest culprits typically here. Even romantic connections, however it shows up for you. But quite often, I'll speak about this in readings where you need to really take a second look at individuals that are in your life that would actually allow you to relinquish control and power in your life. Because people that really want the absolute best for you and the development of you in your life would tell you to follow your own higher guidance and be the master of your own reality. Don't allow anybody to be the master of your reality is what it comes down to, Pisces. You are the zodiac sign of intuition, the high priestess energy. That is your superpower, your intuition. So it's interesting how you'll find that you end up in connections with people that want to deter you from using your intuition. This is the same for every zodiac sign. Our superpower is what's attacked. So they'll try and bring out the shadow of that superpower, which is the opposite of using it. Think about that, Pisces. And then start to analyze some of the connections you have in your life and see where they fall in regards to what I'm telling you. Are these individuals, are these connections that are in your life that are encouraging you to use your superpower? Because if they're not, then they absolutely need to go. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is, if you want to live a life of purpose. What do we have at the throat, please? Wow, Sun in reverse. Leo energy at the throat. It's all over this energy, Pisces. There's this energy that just doesn't want you to focus on anything positive. Also an energy of having this clouded perspective, blocked intuition. It's an energy of depression, always doubting yourself. The absolute opposite of where you're headed. Where you're headed is full of success and happiness, but you're the one who calls the shots. Are you going to allow this energy to keep holding you back the way it has up until this point? Or are you going to self-empower and charge forward on the path that Source prepared for you? Because this energy right here that you're entertaining is most definitely a course redirection. And it's not towards enlightenment. It's towards de-evolving and unraveling your destiny, your purpose, your path. This whole reading right here, Pisces, is you making the choice to go in the direction of your north node or to go in the direction of your south node. What do we have at the third eye? Page of Pentacles. Wow. Right there at the third eye. This is an energy of manifestation. It's an energy that's seeking abundance, but this is you now going in the direction of your north node by way of your higher guidance. Page of Pentacles at the third eye. It's like you turn around. You realize that you've been taken off path. And it's okay, Pisces. All of us, every single last one of us has gone through this at some point in time. I myself was off path for several decades before I turned around and started going in the direction of my north node. And you know how many people supported me in doing that? Out of all my family, friends, every single person that I had known up until that point, zero. Absolutely zero. People find this very threatening. It's wild when you start to see how people react to you actually making a course redirection and going towards this energy of purpose and destiny. I suppose people find this threatening because they haven't figured out how to do it themselves. But why come after you? Why come after us, all of the people that are just trying to better our lives? Why not just focus on yourself? It's a form of possession, Pisces. They've given themselves to the darkness. They've sold out, essentially selling your soul. As time goes on, it becomes easier to release these people, but the initial shock and realization of this being the truth takes a little time to come to terms with. It obviously gets easier as time goes on, Pisces, but you don't know anything to anybody, just you, just Source. You're here for a very specific reason, something that was custom made just for you. And the only way you're going to find out what that is and start working inside of that energy is to go in the direction of your north node. You have a very specific energy and place that you need to be in that's all connected to your destiny. And remember, anybody who stands in the way of that is most definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, your enemy. Eight of Wands, Sag energy at the crown. I just heard, run, Pisces. Run towards your purpose. This exciting energy that I was picking up. It's like you have this total shift in how you perceive your reality. It's like a switch has been turned on. The illusion has been dissolved. There's this very fast moving energy that I'm feeling coming from you. The momentum is picking up. There's a lot of action inside of your energy. I just heard once you see it, you can't unsee it. You start to realize that everything up until this moment has essentially been creating delays and causing you to waste your time on things that have absolutely nothing to do with your destiny. Digging yourself further and further into a hole with these karmic energies. You start to realize that all of your efforts up until this point were also completely useless. Everything you've been striving for and working so hard to bring into your life and not seeing any progress was all due to these energies you had around you. You'll start to find now that once you make this course redirection, you can revisit some of those things and there'll be a lot of movement. There'll be no resistance. I just heard, try it again, Pisces. Try it again. But not until you're on the other side of this energy. 8 of Swords, 88. Folklore, Gemini energy. This is you breaking free. Understanding that you staying in that energy is self-imposed. It's like you're putting yourself inside a prison willingly. There's this energy of liberation, like you're free from something. It's almost unexplainable because you can't really see it. It's in the energy. It's a feeling. In spirit, it's like you've broken these chains. A lot of it is mental as well, Pisces. Wow. 5 of Swords, Sabnuk, Aquarius energy at the sacral. Unbelievable. Goes along with everything that we're picking up here. This is an energy of ending these unhealthy relationships in your life. It's an energy of termination and being open to change in your life, Pisces, after a time of great stagnation in whatever area this is that I'm picking up on for you. Could be in every area of your life. For me, it started out in one area, and then as time went on, all these different sectors of my life just became stagnated by this specific energy. It really is the energy as well of lack mentality, poverty mindset, thinking that you can't go out and get better or be better, something like this. De-evolving way of thinking, right? I remember when I started to do the soul work and I started to break away from these energies, the change started to trickle in slowly. Like, I guess to keep me motivated. It was like the universe was motivating me. I just changed my thinking and surrendered to Source, my higher guidance. And as time went on, the pace started to pick up. I started to see growth. I started to see development, slowly but surely, in all areas of my life. Every sector that was pulled into this energy of de-evolution, this energy of, it's like poverty mindset. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't always have to be related to money when it comes to poverty. It's just a way of thinking. You can be rich and have a poverty mindset. What do we have at the solar plexus? Wow. Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Again, further detailing everything I'm picking up here. This is an energy of mental blocks. All your efforts failing. Not because you're doing anything wrong, but because of the energy you have around you. But you're getting control over your mentals. There's an energy of really thinking clearly about what's been taking place here. And this is all coming to you because you're listening to your higher guidance. You're starting to see the truth. See, when this starts to happen, these energies you have around you will try and come in and distract you from listening to that higher guidance. Because again, that is your superpower. And it's very threatening to them. They don't want you to see them in this light. They don't want you to see the truth. They don't want you to wake up to the illusion and the lie. But there's nothing but victory all over this table, Pisces. Some of you are going to be on different parts of this timeline, but no matter where you are in relation to the energy I'm picking up, this is the result, should you move accordingly to bring this into your life. What do we have at the heart, please? Again, wow. 5 of Swords twice. Fall of Empires. It's like an energy of you breaking the illusion, breaking the matrix in your life, ending these unhealthy relationships. This is what this is all about. And that card really flipped out as well. They really wanted me to emphasize this here. It's these energies that are not allowing you to manifest your visions into your reality. It's these energies that don't want you to realize your own potential. It's these energies that don't want you to let go of them. These energies want you to hold on to your trauma. These energies want you to hold on to bitterness and resentment. They want you to have a blocked heart chakra, because when you're in that energy and you have those blockages, they're able to take dominion over you. Make no mistake, these energies are very well learned when it comes to you, Pisces. They know exactly how you tick. And though they may not do it in your face, so to speak, in the shadows, make no mistake that they're using all of that to their advantage to control you and your life. And then we have Viulia, prosperity, which is the 5 of Cups, Scorpio energy at the heart. Energy of moving on, Pisces. No longer focusing on what's been lost, but focusing on everything that you're about to gain by leaving this energy in the dust. There's great hope on this table, Pisces. Hope that is yours. You just need to reach out and take it. Forgive yourself and move forward. Forgiveness is something that we have from within. It's that moment that we realize that we have a higher self and we have our everyday waking life self. It's when those two versions of us, let's just say the evolved version and the version that's still evolving, well, it's when these two energies come together. And right before they come into union, essentially you calibrating with your higher self, empowering, self-empowering and moving forward, there's a sense of forgiveness that you have in that moment. It's very hard to even put it into words. But if you can perceive yourself, just for a moment, Pisces, as two separate energies, but you're consciously aware inside the lower energy, the wounded energy, and that higher version of yourself forgives you for not seeing the truth, forgives you because you were birthed into a world of illusion that wiped your memory of all traces of what you came here to do, your purpose. Once you have that moment of forgiveness with your higher self, there's truly nothing more empowering. You'll have a jolt of energy like you've never felt in your life, Pisces, and you will charge without falter directly towards your destiny. What do we have at the throat, please? Perfect. High Priestess, Ilahia. Pisces, that is your energy. God, the eternal lasting, success, protection from magistrates. And I've been talking about this high priestess energy for the duration of this entire reading. And what's so interesting here, you see we have this top row, which is the narrative, what's going down. This energy here is the resistance in the shadows, what's been affecting you. Then we bridge it. So these are demons here. We bridge it from the demon to the angels, and this is the outcome. Your superpower, what I've been talking about, your intuition. This is how you get out of all of this. This is why all of this happened, because this threatens their existence. You stepping into this energy, Pisces, is something that these opposing energies do not want to come to terms with. It shatters their reality because it goes against everything that they were standing for. This is all about your intuition and your higher guidance. We got it from the first card out, the moon in reverse, not listening to your higher guidance because of the energies that you're entertaining or have around you. What do we have at the third eye? Boom. Wow, what a powerful energy. The Tower, Uriel, Aries, Mars, Scorpio energy. The fire of God, disruption, warns of disasters, aids in transformation. And look at how upset, angry, pissed off this chubby little cherub looks. It's like he's just gotten the memo, right? You mean to tell me that this was all an illusion? It was all a lie to keep me off of my path? Yes, Pisces, you are correct. But Pisces, every single one of us are put through this test. I mentioned that I went through this test for decades before I saw the truth. But everything happens in a divine order. So you're exactly where you're supposed to be in this very moment, Pisces. But this message right here is also your orders and instruction manual on which way to go moving forward. You got the memo. And you know what must be done, Pisces. Tower. This is an energy of complete and utter upheaval of all of these false securities, a destruction of the illusion, the matrix. I'm seeing an old movie reel, tape running out. It's like you see the glitch being the truth. A break in the illusion. You start to understand that these energies were always trying to avert this change from coming through, which they deem as a complete disaster. This is their reality being shattered. The Tower. What do we have at the crown to close this out? Wow. 10 of Pentacles. Manadel. The Honorable God. Virgo energy. Inner and outer work. Helps one keep the job, protects against disasters. This is what you're heading towards, Pisces. This is what's waiting for you. It's an energy of legacy, wealth, affluence, money. But this is all connected to you moving in the direction of your North Node. This is just a byproduct of that. This is easy. It becomes something that you don't even have to think about. It just makes its way towards you because you're where you're supposed to be. It's easy for the divine to bless you. They want to bless you because you're functioning inside an energy of purpose. There's a lot of success in this spread, Pisces. This is representing the pinnacle of success, and this is what you're heading towards. 8 of Wands stacked with 10 of Pentacles at the crown by way of your divine guidance. The divine is showing you how to move, how to get there. It's all here. You know what to do. There's nothing more I can add to that, Pisces. So get to it. Your destiny is waiting for you. Pisces, This is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, all of my contact details can be found in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Pisces. Take care.